Thanks, Kendrick. I know there's lots of questions and piloting can even feel a little daunting sometimes. And so I actually want to jump into talking about an opportunity to work with TEA directly about a specific pilot. Now, I want to share with you that your questions and the products and what would be most useful to pilot, talking to the publishers, they obviously know their product well and can talk to you more about what would be a good setup for you. So I encourage you to ask those questions and meet with them. But I'm going to talk specifically about a pilot that's related to some work we're doing at the agency. Now, this is more than just pre-K, so I want to share that. But I wanted to take the opportunity to talk to you about the COVID Recovery Instructional Material Support Initiative. That's a very long name to get it to that we're talking about a pilot. And this could be something that you consider if you're interested in a particular product that's associated with Texas home learning, or you would like to pilot in different grade levels. So especially those district and campus leaders who are joining us, because participating in the pilot might help you understand and extend beyond how you can do it for other grade levels as well. So I wanted to talk about this. We affectionately call this Crimsy because we all love to have acronyms, plus this is a long name. But we have something that we've been developing and wanting to support districts with. We know there's some challenges right now, and as an agency, we have worked to have some products that are available in pre-K through 12 for different content areas through Texas Home Learning. I'm going to mention just a little bit about this so that to get you started, and then you are more than welcome to come back and ask some additional questions, and I'll show you how to get more information. But basically, the Crimsy has three large objectives here: supporting teachers in piloting materials that are developed both for in-person and remote learning, create more opportunities for students experiencing learning loss, and then helping to support with professional learning and test freely available resources. This is a little bit different than working directly with the publisher. This would be working with our team to support you for specifically Texas home learning products. What happens if you're interested in this or want to consider working with this pilot? It provides districts and schools with access to free planning, implementation, stipend supports, and the materials themselves that are available through Texas Home Learning. So there are some great ways to think about piloting. There is a pre-K product here that is available through Texas Home Learning that you might want to think about alongside of other products that you're considering or look to pilot this. You can see at the bottom of the screen, I have that bit.ly to show more interest form if you're just somewhat interested. Some different things I just want to share. The pilot is for this spring and then moving into next year if you want to expand support. It supports with remote learning supports for teachers. And so there are aspects of Texas Home Learning that are designed specifically for in the classroom and remote learning. It really is to help to have a cohesive program to reduce learning loss. There is some funding to help with any texts in the materials. There will be communities of practice and opportunities to share feedback with publishers as you review and use their materials. We do have stipends associated for teachers and leaders to help support this effort because it does involve additional pieces. There's onboarding and continued coaching that really helps you to understand how to conduct a pilot well and support you through that process. Again, I really want to stress that this is specifically to the Texas Home Learning products, and I'll show what's available during this pilot. So we also have some diagnostic assessments that we can work with you so you can see how well did it work. The Texas Home Learning products that are part of this pilot for pre-K, we do have a product with teaching strategies, but we also have K through 12 products that are available if you're looking beyond and interested in Texas Home Learning. Wanted to share this opportunity with you. The requirements for participating, you can do a small scale. So this could be done with one teacher at one school. It could be done on, in multiple schools. We're really working to make this a very flexible design that works best for your district. We would work as a team to help you understand that. And then there's a lot of different flexibility built in about what you have structurally in your school or district that we could work to help with the professional development and making sure that we're meeting the needs of your specific school or district. This is happening very quickly, so I wanted to share this. The application is open now and only available to the end of the month because we want to get this up and running. And then we will be working with schools quickly to prepare for that pilot and then help to launch it in later spring. And then during that time, after you've done the pilot, deciding if you would like to continue into the next year, and then having some support with professional learning to prepare for the next school year. So I'm going to jump really quickly to the website where this information can be found. If you're not familiar with texashomeLearning.org, this is where we keep the information about the materials that are free to access for schools this year. Going to this website, there's a lot of information. Right at the top, you can click on here and directly go to the information about Crimsy, how to apply. There's some recorded webinars and slides that can help you understand a little bit more about the pilot. You can contact the team at Texas Home Learning so that we can help to support that work. And then I just want to mention that if you are particularly interested in the Texas Home Learning pre-K, if I go to the home page, you can look at that, what's available by grade level here. Looking at the pre-K, I wanted to just mention there's some information available about this particular product, so you can research a little bit more. And I would be remiss to say that we have some upcoming webinars and getting started. You can find all that information here at Texas Home Learning. And to learn more about the CRIMSI, or the COVID Recovery Instructional Material Support Initiative, and how to this particular pilot, please check back for this information. To get directly to receiving information, you can email us at texashomeLearning@tea.texas.gov. Go to the website. But I just wanted to share for today this information, because I know we're talking about pilots, and there is a particular pilot that TEA is helping to support. Again, though, I want to encourage you, for the products that you're looking for or looking at and considering, having those questions ready this afternoon and discussing directly with publishers. They can help direct you in the right way for how to think about trying out a product, looking at a product that meets the demands of that particular, the components of those instructional materials. So please reach out to them. I'm going to check the questions really quickly to see, make sure. I have a question that says, so the Texas Home Learning would not utilize the new curriculum our district would be purchasing. I think the question is asking, would we be, Texas Home Learning has specific products. What we would be supporting with is the use of those Texas Home Learning products. What print components come with Crimsy? So we actually are supporting for a specific unit or some of them are called modules, depending on the products. We would be providing, supporting with providing the materials for recommended units so that you have all the print materials, both teacher and student facing, as well as any text. And then for math, there's some manipulatives. I'll go back to which companies are associated with THL really quickly. These are the products that are available. You can also visit the Texas Home Learning site, and that will give you more information about each of these products. There's webinars and recorded and particular access to the materials. These are all free to access. Districts may use how they see fit. We're just sharing that we would also support if you were wanting to pilot these particular products. So I have one other thing I'd like to share before we move on to lunch and making sure that we've answered questions. We are going to come back after lunch, of course. I wanted to share with you our instructional materials page on TEA website. I know I have some instructional materials coordinators. Hopefully some of you might be new, so here's a great information to find. But if you're wanting to learn more about ordering and what accessible instructional materials, this landing page will help to get you there. And then you can always request assistance from our team. But really looking through here, there's a lot of great information about how to use EMAT or ordering system, some information about the ordering. I will share with you for the Proclamation 2021. So our pre-K is not yet in EMAT. That'll happen by May. But you might be thinking about and preparing. And so there's information available on our website. And then just another part, I saw a lot of questions about the Spanish and wanting to look at both Spanish and English materials. I want to remind everybody that especially if you are wanting to adopt Spanish materials, which likely many of you are, we will have the reviews, the Texas Resource Review reports available in early March. And so you may consider making your very final decisions until you've had an opportunity to look at those as well. So just sharing that. So thank you for your time. I'll look again at the questions. Is Crimsy in Spanish? Yes, our pre-K through 5 materials are also available in Spanish. So Janet Warren, who is our Director for Distribution and Accessibility, wanted to remind you that we are constantly improving our website and updating training. And so there will be some continued updates to help support with finding the right information. But please check back here as well. And then Kendrick, I'm going to turn it back over to you to finish up this section.
Great. Thanks, Melissa. All right. So as Melissa said, we are close to wrapping up this portion of our day 2. We will come back here to this same location after lunch. So please save the link that you used to get here the past 2 mornings and come back here after lunch. Thank you again for your participation during this. It has been wonderful to see how engaged y'all have been with the chat, using the Q&A. We are thrilled that we've had such a large group, and we hope that y'all have been able to learn a lot from this that will help guide your local process. We will be sending out a survey. We will be providing that information later because we do want your feedback. This is a new endeavor for us to do this large of an event. And so we're excited to hear from you about what worked for you or anything we could improve, or what else you would like to see from us, what additional resources we could provide. So that will be coming out later. Please do take the time to fill that out. We really do value your feedback, and we really do use that to inform our work. I know everyone is excited for the vendor fair, for the talk to publishers. After lunch, when we come back at 1:15, we will be going over the logistics for that so that we can answer all of your questions about how that will work. And then we're going to go into some time to prepare questions for that, to make sure that you are ready to go in and have some really great conversations with publishers. So all of that's going to happen right after lunch. So we will be taking a break until 1:15. So at 1:15, please be back here so that we can go over those logistics and go over getting ready for the vendor fair. Thank you all so much.